I'm back to working on my ROV project, my underwater drone that I designed and am building right now. I got sidetracked. I found a guitar and it was broken. And so I made some videos on fixing it. So I ended up making 4 videos. So my last 4 YouTube videos were on fixing this broken guitar. And I got it fixed now and it works great. So I'm back on the ROV project. And so this is the control box for the ROV. And this is the ROV right here. So I made it out of PVC. So it's mainly T's and PVC T's. You can see these are actual T's that I had glued some of this together. Some of it just stuck together because I want to be able to take it apart to work on it. And so it has 4 DC motors and 2 lights in the front. And these are the floats. So you want slight positive buoyancy. So you want it to float just at the surface. You don't want too much buoyancy because you need to be able to, the motors need to be able to push it down. Right now I just got the motor sitting in here. I haven't attached them yet or wired them in, and I'm going to have to do that. So I bought some of these waterproof plugs here for the wiring. So I was going to use one of these on the control box, but it's looking to me like I'm not going to be able to make it fit. It's just a little too big, so I'm going to have to do something different. I'm using 2 Cat 6 cables. They're LAN cables, so Ethernet type cables. And so what I'll probably do is use the Ethernet connectors onto the control box. I need 8 conductors for the 4 motors. And then I also want extra conductors for other things. Like, for instance, I'm going to eventually put a manipulator arm on it so I can pick things up, kind of like a robotic hand. And so I'm going to need extra wires for that. So that's why I got this, I think it's like 20 pin connector here. And it's waterproof. So I got to try to figure out how to get this attached, because the waterproof one has to go onto the ROV because it's going to be underwater. So this is going to have to attach onto this ROV here in the back. And hey, I don't know, it's pretty big. So hopefully I'll figure it out. I hope I don't mess this thing up because it was a lot of work and I don't want to have to redo it. And some of this is glued together. The part where I'm going to attach this is already glued. So if I screw up, I'm going to be screwed. So I can't screw this up. And I got to solder all these little pins here, which is going to be a real pain. I'm not looking forward to that, just because they're so close together. It's never easy. So, at any rate, so this is the ROV, the underwater drone, and so it's looking like it's going to work. I tested the motors. They'll work fine. I got 150 feet of cable. So this will be able to go down, close to 150 feet. Some of the cable is going to be sticking out of the water going to the control box, so it won't go all the way 150 feet down, but definitely well over 100 feet down, it'll be able to go. Main reason for this project is I want a way to inspect the bottom of my boat without going in the water. I got dive equipment, but it's kind of a pain, to put on and get all set up, and it'd be just a lot easier just to throw this thing in the water and go, and look. So I have a camera. There's going to be 2 cameras on this. And I've done several videos on this already. So if you've seen them, this is kind of going back over the same thing. This is an underwater fishing camera. It's 150 feet of cable for the camera. And so this is going to go on the front. I got to take this little wire off. This is for fishing. You can put a hook on here and bait. You can hook this on your fishing pole and cast it out, and you can watch the fish take the bait, and then you can set the hook. So, and you can also see if there's fish down there. So if there's no fish, you're not going to catch any fish. So at least you can see if there's fish. So this is the camera I'm going to use to drive the ROV. It's like a closed circuit TV system. It's color. It's got lights on it. It has like night vision. If you use the night vision, the image is black and white. It's just like, you know, a security camera. So, but if you use regular white light, then it's color. The control box has a screen in it. It's a color screen. So this is what I'm going to work on today. Right now is I got this control box with these DC speed controllers that I bought and I put in here. So I'm going to have to wire them all in. And right now the next step is I'm going to Velcro all of these parts into this box. And the reason I'm using Velcro is so when I do the wiring, I can get to everything. I can pull the parts out, wire it, put it back in with the Velcro. And also if I need to replace any of these parts, they'll be easily replaceable. So I have these two joysticks here. These two will run the back motors on the ROV. So it'll go forward and backwards and also turn. And then I have two other speed controllers here, and they're going to control the two top motors. One is to push it down underwater, one of the motors to push it down, go down and up. And the other one is to tilt it, so I can tilt it down so the cameras are pointing towards the seabed, or I can tilt it up so they're pointing towards the surface or level. So I'll be able to control the pitch of it. I'll be able to control the yaw, and but I won't be able to bank like an airplane, which I don't need to anyway, because you want to keep the cameras level. Otherwise, the picture looks like the water is going to run out of the picture, you know, so it's tilted. So yeah, they need to stay level anyway. So it should control everything I need to control. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and Velcro these parts in and get them in place and go from there. This is the control box, and you can see the speed controllers in there that I have to Velcro in. So that's my next step. So I think I'll start with these joysticks. I can just operate the joystick itself, but they also have remote controls. So I can, instead of using the joystick here, I can actually use the remote control to do the same thing, to control the speed of the motors. So so I got to Velcro these in. I'll probably start with these first. It'll be easy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these pieces here that I need. I have two of these, one for each remote control. So now the fun part, peeling the stuff off. I hate this because a lot of times it's not easy to peel. So then I have to decide, where I want the fuzzy side or the hook side, the little hooks. I think I'll have the fuzzy side on here in case I want to pull these off and operate them by hand instead of in the control box. So I'll have that option. So it'll be more comfortable with the fuzzy side onto the back of here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, which side's the fuzzy side? This is the fuzzy side. So I got to very carefully get this on there straight. So now I'm just going to go ahead and glue it onto the wood here. And this one will be done. I can do the other side. Just want to make sure I get this in place where I want it. It's best not to touch the sticky side if you can help it. It's important. It's real sticky. Otherwise, when you go to pull the Velcro apart, you might pull, like this will probably come off the wood before the Velcro comes apart, and that's probably what will happen when I go to try to take this off. I may not have to ever take it off, other than maybe replace the battery that's in here, if I can even get into it to do that. I'm not sure if I can. I probably won't be using these remote controls much anyway, I have them in case I need them. Okay, now do this side. Okay, that's done. So the little remote controllers are now in place, and they're velcroed on tight, so that's good. Now I got to do these other DC motor controllers. So I got these two here in the middle, and they're bigger. And what I'm going to have to do is I got connectors here. So I'm going to have wires running underneath. So I'm going to put a strip of Velcro here and a strip of Velcro here. That's going to raise this up a little bit, so there'll be space underneath so I can run the wires underneath. And the joysticks, there's two of them. This is the control board for the joysticks. So they're going to Velcro onto the sides of these. That's how that's going to work. So I got to do these first and then Velcro these in on the sides. So this is going to raise this up a little bit, so it'll give room for the wires to run underneath here. All right, those are in. Now all we got to do are these two joystick controller boards, and they're going to go onto the sides of these other speed controllers. So I'm just going to Velcro those on there, and that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so now I got two of these. When I was filming this video, the last segment I filmed had an audio problem. So I'm reshooting the very end here. So at any rate, I got this, all the DC speed controllers installed now in here. And it turned out good. I'm happy with it. So here it is. And this is the control box for the ROV, underwater drone. All I have to do now is just wire in all of the DC speed controllers, and I'm going to probably use Ethernet cable connectors because I'm using two Ethernet cables, plus I have a video cable. And so I'm going to have to wire them in. And so the Ethernet cables are going to just plug in like a regular Ethernet connector going into here. So I'll have two Ethernet connectors here, plus another connector for the video feed. And also I have to wire in the power supply, which will be my lithium ion phosphate house battery that I built. Is going to run all of this. So it's going to run the box, it's going to run the ROV. And so, yeah, it turned out good. And now all these little speed controllers are in here, and they're not falling out. And I just had them set in here for a while as I was trying to figure out exactly how I was going to do this. And so they were moving around, and I couldn't keep them where I wanted them. But now they're all installed and in good. So I'm getting closer. So yeah, so now all I got to do is just the wiring for this, and wire this together, and wire it all together, hook it up to the battery, and test it out. So it'll probably be another video or two before I get it in the water and start using it. So we'll see what happens. If you found this video to be helpful or entertaining, please like and subscribe.